Today's look is blue lined eyes. Thanks for joining me. I'm starting off with the Make It Last setting spray by Milani, and I'm going to prep my face with that before I put on creams. This e.l.f. hydrating primer works more like a serum, so I'm going to rub that all over my skin. Next, I'm using the Dream Cushion Foundation by Maybelline, and I'm using a Morphe sponge to dab that into the product. I love this Super Stay Better Skin Concealer by Maybelline, and I've been using it for almost a year now, and it works, it blends really nicely, and I would say it compares to the NARS concealer that everyone loves. I've been really impressed with this Mega Glow Wet n Wild highlight and contour sticks. I'm using the darker shade to define my cheekbones, around my forehead, my nose. They also blend really nicely into the skin, which is great to work with. First, I'm going to cover some of my blemishes with that highlight stick. And like I said, it blends in really well, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in with a Morphe Mini Buffer Brush. I tend to get redness around my nose, so I'm using that same concealer highlight stick to just cover some of the redness on my face, and also use it underneath my eyes. I'm using that same buffer brush to blend that in. I'm looking for a little bit more coverage, so I'm using this e.l.f. contour palette. I'm using a damp beauty sponge to lock this in place, otherwise it won't have the same effect and last for the whole day. This also helps with creasing. I'm going over my blemish areas with the Laura Mercier translucent powder and using that mini buffer brush to just make sure the redness doesn't peek through throughout the day. I don't know anyone that doesn't love the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. It has the perfect undertone to set my cream contour. I have friends that use this that are darker than me, and it works really great on them as well. It's very versatile. Here I end up putting a little too much on my forehead, so I'm trying to fix that. I used some of the Laura Mercier powder over that mess up I made, and now we're good to go. I'm using the Hoola bronzer again and an eyeshadow brush and blending that on the outer corners of my eyes to give it more definition. I'm using the highlight shade in the e.l.f. palette and bringing that on the inner corners of my eyes for a little bit of glow. This is the first time I'm using the e.l.f. volumizing mascara, and I keep going over my lashes, but it didn't work for me. Okay, let's fix that with the Spider Effect Maybelline mascara. Here's the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Pencil in Lustrous Sapphire. I'm dabbing that into my lower lash line in between my lashes. I'm using a Morphe brush here to blend it in and give it a softer look. Here I'm only lining the outer corners of my eyes, and the reason I like doing that is because it gives my eyes more of an almond shape. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the color Taupe. I usually focus in on the front part of my eyebrow since that's where I need the most help. Small strokes is the key to make your eyebrows look more natural. I'm using this Pixie eyeliner and mixing that with the blue just to warm up the eyes. I'm going back over the blue just to make sure that color pops. And these two eyeliners are very easy to blend with, so I'm mixing the two together and using a Morphe smudge brush. This is a Wet n Wild blush and the color is Mellow Wine, and I really love this color. I use it daily and it goes with a lot of different looks, so I'm blending that in. This is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in Aquarius and it's by Kathleen Lights. I love this color. To finish up the look, I'm using this highlight cream by Benefit Cosmetics. It's called Girl Meets Pearl and it has a pink undertone. And I'm just blending that in with a brush. This is such a great highlight to wear during the day, especially since it's a more natural highlight. To set everything in place, I'm using the Milani setting spray. I always make sure to press it in with the beauty sponge because that helps lock everything in place. I hope you enjoyed this look and hope to see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.